which is on a Tuesday. You know, unlike most fights in America and abroad, we usually fight on the weekend, but you got to tap in to ESPN Plus. I think it's streaming on that platform. One of the best fighters, skill-wise, talent-wise, and the most dominant fighter we've had in the last 5 years, man. I really say that because in 2019, the torch was passed. I mean, he took the torch from one of the best fighters, future Hall of Famer, Doheny in a unanimous decision. And then he went on to, annihilate a couple of opponents after that. And then the rematch. And I believe this was when the torch was truly passed. And, Inoue really showed, what he has developed into. And we kind of really didn't look at it for what it was then. But hindsight, when you look at how great Doheny was in his time and all those epic battles he had with some of the biggest fighters in his weight class, it's how he did it in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? I believe, man, if you beat a guy, a real credible champion, you got to give him his get back. You know what I mean? And he did that. And it was in an emphatic fashion in the way he dispatched, the future Hall of Famer in 2 rounds. And the way he did that and the power that he showed, it was devastating. And not to mention, he's did that in that fashion with every fighter he's been in the ring with since then. That's right. Every fighter. This man is on a 5-year knockout streak. You feel me? He had Stephen Fulton. He stopped inside the distance. You know what I'm saying? He fought, what's my guy name? I'm sorry, they'll lose me right now. We'll move on. But what I'm trying to say is he just been one of the most dominant fighters, but we don't get to see him that much. We don't get to see him in prime time. And I think that's really been kind of, slowing, not even slowing, but everyone hadn't really caught on to the Inoue bandwagon, so to speak, even though his talent, he passed every eye test. And, up next, we have TJ Doheny, man, former champion, a guy that's southpaw, a guy that fought and lost to Michael Connolly, who was an Olympian, another Irish guy, and it was kind of like a domestic battle that they had. Connolly ended up winning that and ended up defending the title a couple of times. But he also lost to Sam Goodman. So what does this tell me? This tell me even though DJ Doheny, 37 years old, man, he won't be intimidated. 26-4, 20 KOs. He has power. And I put him under the microscope. He has a wicked left hand. But the only thing that I see is that I don't know how he's going to trick, you feel me, Inoue, or catch him with a punch he don't see, because he really don't set that left hand up. He really doesn't have a dominant jab, don't have a strong hook. Everything he does seems to be setting up that big shot with the left. He go good to the body inside, but I just think Doheny don't have enough wrinkles, even though he's tough enough. He's never been stopped. You know what I mean? And with those 20 KOs, he can bang. So if Inoue get into a shootout with this guy, it could get hazardous. You feel me? We don't expect that because, you know what I mean? Even though Inoue's coming off getting dropped, that was the first time we saw that. And when I look at that shot he got hit with, it wasn't the fact that he got dropped. It was the way he got dropped unsuspectedly. You know what I mean? That punch came out of nowhere and it landed, he didn't expect that punch. And that's how you're going to have to really, stop a guy like Inoue, because he's so powerful and explosive himself. And he throws combination punches. Most guys don't do that with power. And he's balanced with all of his shots. Doheny has that one shot that he probably could get in and cause havoc. But can he put two or three together? That's going to be the question, man. And I believe this is a fight that, we'll see some more wrinkles, from Inoue. But I do believe the results are the same. I just don't see how Doheny can survive 12 rounds of taking this type of explosive power in the way Inoue put his punches together, man, in fashion like we haven't seen in some time. I just feel that, he need a dance partner. When you look back at most of the great legends of the past, they always had that dance partner. You feel me? That one fighter that really truly had given them that rivalry, so to speak. You feel me? And I think if he's only a few pounds away from having those type of names that he can choose from. But 130, 135, we don't know how soon that will be. But I think stay tuned, man. This Tuesday, you feel me? Don't miss it, August 3rd, live on ESPN Plus. I think you can stream it from there, man. And don't miss one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. And I think Doheny is going to give him some good rounds as long as it lasts. And we'll know a little bit more about, Inoue, the undisputed super bantamweight champion, man. He puts it all on the line this Tuesday against a tough guy, man. So I believe this is one that we're going to find out a little bit more how great Inoue can be, and will he ever be in there against a guy that's truly bringing that same kind of heat. There you have it. You've been listening to Tarver's Take, man. And don't forget, if you haven't gone over to YouTube, please go over to my YouTube channel, Tarver's Take. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Man, remember where you heard it first, right here on Tarver's Take. Until the next time, stay tapped in, and I'll talk to you then.